The year is 252 BC. Rome continues to hold Thapsus as Lucius Scipio has been in negotiations with the city of Carthage for years and have come to an understanding that Rome may continue to hold Thapsus so long as Carthage remains in control of Lilybaeum. A tenuous peace is lasted as each has a foothold closer to the other. In the meantime, Rome has assembled a new force in Brundisium, set to sail up to Illyria to end a pirate threat that is threatening their shipping lanes. Under the command of Decimus Corvus, the Roman army has sailed across the sea in order to strike at the city of Epidamnos and establish a foothold in Illyria.
Shortly, we shall take this place from the enemy. When we do, take what you will, for your good efforts here should be rewarded with loot, slaves, and wine. Right, look to your arms.
Take that man's name. His armor is a disgrace. What's your bloody name and number?
The Illyrians have holed themselves up in the city. The Roman Empire is ready to fight in the city streets in order to liberate the city from their occupation and put it back into more civilized hands. The Roman Hastati march within range of the Illyrian forces and starts to unleash their barrage of pilum. The supporting ships from the sea are launching their assaults as well, trying to be careful to avoid hitting their own soldiers, but some of them are falling to the fiery balls of death. On another flank, the Principe experienced soldiers are also making their move forward, trying to break through the weakened flank. With the soldiers engaged, the Roman equites do flank around in order to hit the enemy slingers in the rear. With the Illyrians surrounded, they do begin to flee, marking only a matter of time until the Roman Republic is victorious and the city of Epidamnos but will belong to them. With the battle won, Decimus Corvus marches into the city to start to bring order and prevent his soldiers from doing a little too much celebrating. He does want the city to be brought into the Roman Republic in peace and not have the citizens rebel. In the summer of 248 BC, the peace that the Republic had found over the previous decade comes to an end. An alliance between Carthage, and the city-states of Greece launch attacks on the Roman Republic. Carthaginian fleets start to appear to wrestle control of the sea nearby Sicilia. Rome prepares for the invasions of the Greeks as well as forces prepare themselves in nearby the city of Pella that is under control of Sparta and Athens, a strong alliance between them in order to push Rome out of Illyria. The first fight of the Punic War does take place out in the sea near the city of Syracuse.
Men, if any of you doubt that our enemies need killing, think on this. The Carthaginians throw their own children into fires. What kind of people do that? What kind of people are proud of that? Give them death!
Sextus Volusus spews some propaganda prior to his fight in order to help his sailors sink the enemy fleet to the bottom of the sea. He waits back, letting his onagers do their work to soften up the enemy ships prior to engagement. Sextus does prevail, and the city of Lilybaeum is in his sights to bring his fleet over to occupy it. Meanwhile, a month later, Lucius Scipio launches an assault directly on the city of Carthage along with his father, hoping to claim the seat of the Carthaginian power base.
We stand in the shadow of Carthage, a proud city it is true. It is also a city of evil and wickedness. It is a city ruled by murderers and greedy men, hungry for blood and gold. That is why it must fall. Make ready!
Lucius Scipio splits up his hastati across two layers of walls in order to launch his two-pronged attack and take down the city of Carthage. The city waits patiently for the assault to come. An eerie quietness settles over as the birds fly overhead, waiting for the feast that they know that is to come. The Romans reach the walls and stream to capture them. Carthaginian defenders let loose their javelins, hoping that they will be able to keep the Romans out of their jewel of the Mediterranean. The Romans have killed some of the Carthaginian defenders in the gate towers, while Carthage tries to defend the gates itself strongly. It does open up the possibility to to take down and destroy the gates so the cavalry might enter.
By Jupiter, my life's blood! This is the end, then! Cut down any man who loots without permission!
At the corner of the city, some of the Roman hastati have managed to get down below the walls and into the city itself. Carthage responds, sending some of their Libyan hoplites to engage. The Carthaginian gate is set ablaze, and a column of Roman cavalry is ready to fight its way into the city as soon as it crumbles. They do force their way through the defenders before turning around in order to surround them and open up the gates for the remaining attackers. At the other gates, the Romans have taken the walls, and Lucius' forces are coming down in order to take the gatehouse so that two paths into the city is open, but it is likely that many of the defenders have already fallen. And the Carthaginians do flee the battle, leaving the city in the hands and at the mercy of Lucius Scipio and the Roman Republic.